Man, that's the tuberculosis effect.
That's the fucking gambling effect.
That's the Wyatt Earp effect.
That's the big mustache effect.
That's the big mustard effect.
That's the big Tua effect.
That's the big spit on that thang effect.
That's the big mustard effect.
That's the little mustard effect.
That's just the turd effect.
That's just a turd. Dude, you pooped on the floor.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I promise, I swear this never happens. I got really excited, and I like you so much, you know.
No, it's okay. Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
sorry.
you're like a dog. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the Doc Holliday effect.
I mean, that's the tuberculosis effect.
It's the Val Kilmer covered in sweat effect.
That's the disgusting, gross, absolutely disgusting man effect.
That's the cheese effect. You guys like cheese?
You like Swiss
I love
cheese
it.
with a worm coming out of it? I love them.
Love it.
So this movie has no black people in it.
True, unfortunately.
I genuinely,
the
I
only
don't think a
criticism of
single
it,
one.
I guess.
No, well, I got a
Yeah.
criticism, and it's coming later. Probably a bigger one.
Okay, that's my only criticism is the black people of it all. But other than that, it's the blacks of it all.
But should we just start over?
No,
we're
this
gonna
is
keep
good. This is good. What are you talking about?
If it's your first time with us, this is the Semi
We
Pro
watched
Film Show,
Tombstone.
and
Have you ever seen Tombstone?
She tomb on my stuff till I'm on, dude.
She vow to like Kilmer.
Oh, she took on my stone.
Till
That's
I
good.
Kilmer.
Till I kill myself. Till I develop tuberculosis and die. At
So
the
Val
end.
Kilmer.
So Val
Rest
Kilmer-
in peace. I'll pour out a beer for him.
Well, he died in real life and in this movie. Spoilers.
Poured it out
if
in
you
my
haven't
stomach.
seen it.
Right. Spoiler alert. Doc Holliday dies.
He
Spoiler
gives-
alert. There's a gunfight at the OK Corral.
Wait, is that the OK
You're not
Corral?
gonna fucking believe it. That's the OK Corral from Gunfight.
Gives the performance of his career. Not even because he's that good in the movie, but because Doc Holliday's a G. I don't know what he was like in real life. I know he was
that cool.
He was in love with his 15-year-old cousin.
I mean, yeah, but those were the times. Those were the days.
It is the times, but we'll get there.
You say that like you're longing for those days. No, I'm just saying.
You say that like you're in love with your 15-year-old cousin.
No, I'm just saying. Those
Admittedly,
were the
I
days.
will say he was also probably around 15 at the time, so he wasn't a pedophile.
I mean, we
He's
don't
just a
know.
pervert.
Yeah. It's not pedophilia. It's just incest, guys. It's cool.
Right, it's fine. It was of the times.
Those were the days.
But we'll get there.
Anyway, I digress. We'll get there. Doc Holliday, the coolest character of all time, but also maybe the grossest, at least bar for bar, the grossest cool character of all time.
Yeah, that's a good
No
way to put it.
character has ever been that cool and that gross.
That's a great way to put it, because typically your disgusting, gross, disgusting characters.
It's the bad guy. It's the
Well, it's not even
or
that
they're
it's
not
the
bad
bad
They're at least
guy.
the gross guy. Like they're not cool. They're gross. They're yucky. They're cringe. They're.
I'm thinking my brain goes to, because I'm thinking of disgusting characters, and the one that keeps popping into my mind is Brendan Fraser in The Whale. And
Yeah, I
he's
never saw the whale,
disgusting.
but
Yeah,
he's
he
gross in that.
masturbates. It's
Yeah,
real gross.
he
That was
seems
the
like he smells.
that was
Yeah,
the scene that turned me off of the whale was when Brendan
no, that was the
Fraser
scene that
started
turned me
cranking
on,
hog.
dude. That scene
Um
fucking turned me the fuck on. No cap, man.
but he's not cool. Like he's disgusting and he's lame. You know,
Right.
Tobey Maguire is disgusting in the Spider-Man movies. Not not
Well,
not to the same extent, but he's just like you look at him and you're like, dude, gross, you know.
I
And you know he smells like he needs to wear deodorant. You know what I mean? He smells like he's at an anime convention.
I don't, I don't know about that one.
This is a little aside, but back when me and Bobbin were working on
Gotham Knights reference.
Gotham Knights reference. I went to a comic book convention with a buddy of mine. This is the one I met Bruce Campbell at. We were promoting Gotham Knights there. We had a whole thing like it was essentially like a booth, right? It wasn't even a booth. It was like we had a room where people came in.
You had a little stand.
I got to
Held
present
up
the
signs.
costumes. It was really, really cool. But I took a buddy of mine with me, and he got a headache and had to leave early right after we met Bruce Campbell. Like he was like, I'm just gonna go wait in the car, and he waited outside for like an
Bruce
hour.
Campbell just smelled that
No,
bad.
because every single person there smelled so
yeah.
bad. There was no escape to the smell, dude. It was awful. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's how I imagine Tobey Maguire smells. Like you're at a comic book convention.
See, I don't think he smells that bad. I don't think he smells great. But I think
Not
it's,
in real life, but
I think
his
it's
Peter
neutral.
Parker,
No,
I should
in
say.
Peter Parker. In Peter Parker.
Oh, okay.
No,
Well, let's say
think he-
first
no. See,
movie.
I think real life Tobey Maguire smells worse than his Peter Parker.
That's probably true. You know which actor does for sure smell awful?
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson, dude.
Dude,
You're locked
you know
in.
he's yo, my bro, another me, dude. He smells like shit. Him and
How did you get there?
Jake Gyllenhaal, because he's said that he doesn't shower.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I just looked at him and I'm like, you look like you don't.
Well, yeah,
You smell.
but also Jake Gyllenhaal looks like that.
I
He
could see
probably
that.
smells
I
like
could see
shit.
that. Yeah, Ryan Gosling probably smells like just a dream.
He smells great, I'm sure. Yeah, Ryan Reynolds probably smells like shitty cologne. Like,
Oh yeah, the
Like-
Rock smells like just cheap bourbon.
The Rock smells like tequila and sweat.
Oh, that's what I thought it was bourbon. I thought
It's The Rock. He smells like a fucking El Taramanco fucking tequila
and pancakes.
and sweat and pancake specifically pancake batter though. Like not even cooked he just smells like
Yeah.
he's always got pancake batter on him.
But Doc Holliday gotta smell.
He smells
awful.
like just
he smells like moldy cheese.
sand and sweat, and which sweat at the time probably smelled especially like moldy cheese. You know,
Well, sweat for
'Cause those
Doc
were the
probably
days.
probably smelled especially like whiskey.
Probably smelled like
straight.
tuberculosis, and also just whiskey.
I mean,
like that.
you know,
whiskey and cigarettes and sweat and
you've got alcoholics
piss
in your
and
family,
shit.
right?
we've got alcoholics in the room with me. It's me.
You know that like that smell, that alcoholic smell.
Yeah,
of just,
yeah,
you
it's
smell
just
like
whiskey.
hard liquor. Yeah, that's
Like,
what Doc
yeah.
Holliday smelled like, and his
For
15-year-old cousin.
I mean, it was honestly you probably couldn't tell how bad he smelled because of how overpowering the
Well, you
whiskey
also
scent
probably
was.
couldn't tell how bad he smelled, just given how bad everyone else smelled.
Well, that's true, yeah, but I feel
This
like
movie's
like
not
I feel
about
like if
Doc
anything,
Holliday, we should say.
it's not, but it's sort of. He's he's like
should
the
have
secondary.
been.
He's the
I will
secondary
say,
secondary
he's
protagonist.
the secondary.
I'd say.
He's the secondary. Like he's a side character. This movie should have been about him, and I understand why it's not. It wasn't written about him, and he's not the famous one from the gunfight at the OK Corral.
I mean, he's one of them.
But he's not the one. Wyatt Earp is the one.
Sure, yeah.
He's probably number two, but he's
Yeah,
not the
I mean,
guy.
he's above Wyatt Earp's brothers,
Right.
fucking Sam Elliott and Bill Paxton,
This
fucking
movie should
losers.
have been the second they cast Val Kilmer.
This movie should have been the Doc Holliday trilogy on Tubi,
Like, well, yeah, like,
and we'll get there
that's
maybe.
funny, but like, genuinely, the second they got Val Kilmer in this
This movie
role,
should have been Doc, the 1970 film starring Stacy Keach as Doc Holliday.
what's the tagline for the Tubi one? Before there was
Before there
Tombstone,
was Tombstone, he
the
was known as
Doc.
Doc.
No, he
The
was
Doc.
the Doc. Um,
That's true. He
like
was.
they should have rewritten the script around him, and I get it. Like,
Maybe, but also
I mean, Kurt
as
Russell's awesome. I
maybe
feel like
the
Kurt
number
Russell would have
one
been no
Doc
wait.
Holliday in the world. Wyatt Earp is so cool in
Here's
this.
what we
Kurt
would be.
Russell
Here's what
Wyatt
we
Earp
would be
is
saying
maybe the
right
second
now.
coolest character of all time.
In this moment, what we would be saying watching this movie, if Doc Holliday were the main character, is that they
Would
should
be
have
man,
rewritten
Kurt
it.
Russell Wyatt Earp should have been the main character of this. He was so cool. Yeah,
But he doesn't
that's
have.
true.
He doesn't have that same. He doesn't have the voice. He doesn't have the same
He's
charisma.
not as gross. He's not as cool. He's not as Riz.
He is. Yeah, I'd say he's more Riz.
I don't know about that.
He got that baddie's
He
horse.
did cheat on his wife, and his horse had sex with another horse. So that's Riz. That's
All right,
Riz.
Daniel, run me through the plot. Run me through the plot.
Plot of this
Doc
movie.
Holliday.
Opens on Mexican wedding. Mexicans get killed because they killed the white Mexicans' fellow red sashers. They're the Red Sash Gang. They all wear red sashes.
And they're cowboys. They call themselves the Cowboys.
Cowboys is their actual name, but they're the Red Sash Gang.
Which
They
is
all
a
wear red
stupid
sashes.
name for a gang. The Cowboys? You know
Yeah,
how
but
many cowboys there are?
at the time, that probably wasn't stupid.
Oh, is that a
Like,
real life? Is that a real? Or I figured that was made
I
up
think
for
no,
the movie.
I think that was a real thing. Yeah, well, because cowboys at the time weren't associated with the idea of outlaws. It was just cattle herders.
It was until the Indians came along that the Cowboys were known as the antagonist, not the protagonist.
I
That was a Cowboys versus Indian reference.
think
I
got it.
Yeah.
Well, see, I always saw the Indians as the. I digress.
From a modern perspective.
But the thing is, the cowboy just meant it was a cattle herder. It was a boy who worked a ranch and herded the cattle. Boy meaning man, man meaning anyone over fucking like 12. But
Who has a wiener?
well, yeah.
Just I'm just helping you.
um but yeah, no, I think the reason they were called cowboys in real life is because they like stole they were one of the original like cattle rustling gangs.
What if they stole cows from other people?
Well, that's what cattle rustling means.
Well, I mean, I've
It's-
rustled a few cattle in my day, and I've never stolen one.
Well, anyways, the
I've
Mexicans
had
killed
my
the
hand on a few
cowboys.
udders.
So
That's what I'm trying to say.
well, that's not rustling. Rustling is when you steal them, I think.
Is rustling not sex?
No. What? Anyways, Curly Bill, the white Mexican, and Johnny Ringo are the only main cool guys introduced, but also
Sarah Connor's
Sandman
boyfriend.
and yeah, that's Johnny Ringo,
Right.
Kyle Reese. But also Scott Lang from the Avatar movies.
Right.
He has sex
Stephen
with
Wang.
aliens. Stephen Wang from having sex with aliens.
Stephen
He's
Wang,
got a,
who is just
he looks arguably grosser than Doc Holliday. Like he's just covered in
he's
dirt at all
disgusting.
times.
He's
real gross.
He's the Avatar equivalent of what's his name from One Battle After Another. What's the actor's name? It's leaving my mind.
Sean Penn.
Yeah, he's the Avatar equivalent of Sean Penn.
What are the blue people from Avatar called
The
again?
Navi.
You like Navi girls? I love them. I love them.
You say that as a joke, but that's basically what he says in the movie. He gets
Man, I might
drugged.
have to watch
He
that
gets
one.
drugged by one.
Right, and he goes, "I am not a homosexual."
No, but he does say like he goes to the general and he's like, I am committed to the human race. But he's like wearing full like Navi native garb and whatever.
Uh,
And he like shows up for work in that. And they're like, dude,
God.
what's wrong with you? And he's
Bro is tripping.
he's like,
But
I got a baddie.
you never had that Navi, you see. She's so fucking tight. Make me think I'm with Nancy Pelosi again.
Oh, dude, don't bring up
But I
Nancy
digress.
Pelosi. Not in the era
I
of
digress.
Doc Holliday, man.
I digress.
How do you think Doc
So,
Holliday's pussy feels?
fucking gross and sweaty, probably.
So perfect.
Yeah. So anyways, now we get introduced to Tombstone. Oh no, first we get introduced to Doc
The
Holliday.
town,
He's
not the movie.
gambling. Right. But first Doc Holliday, he's gambling. He is super cool. He stabs someone and spins his guns.
And he doesn't look quite as gross here.
He's not quite, no, he gets progressively grosser as the movie goes on. But the grossest might be actually at sort of like the midpoint,
I
late
think
midpoint.
that midpoint is really like
That 36-hour bender, he was real gross, but
we've all been
but
there.
then he coughs up blood. But that's life, that's a fucking
Towards
Tuesday,
the
right?
end, you think he's gonna be grosser, but he's not.
Right, but he's actually all right, yeah. But anyways, him and his partner, wife, associate, criminal lady gambler, aka Big Nose Kate. They rob the saloon and then head off to presumably Tombstone, since we see him there later in the next scene when we're introduced to Wyatt Earp, the main character of this film. Kurt Russell, one of the two Star-Lord dads in this
Right?
movie.
There are two
Both of
Star-Lord's
both of
fathers.
MCU Star-Lord fathers are in this. The other one I think we briefly saw in the opening Mexican scene. That's Michael Rooker. He said the N-word on The Walking Dead.
And in Star-Lord.
True. Wait, Rick Grimes also said the N-word, but he wasn't Star-Lord's dad, so
Right.
not as important.
There's no way there hasn't been a movie where Kurt Russell has said the N-word.
Surely not. Probably like Bone Tomahawk. Or no, the Tarantino one with him. Hateful Eight, he says it.
Yeah, that's right.
Definitely he says it in that. Like, no way he was in a Tarantino. You don't get out of a Tarantino movie without
Right.
saying
You don't get to be a white actor in a Tarantino Western and not say the N-word.
Right. Like, that's just, it can't happen. Many have tried, many have failed, but his horse gets smacked in the face, so he smacks the guy smacking his horse. We find out his wife is addicted to opiates. Then he goes to he meets the sheriff. He goes to the saloon.
I was looking up Kurt Russell N-word.
I was looking up Kurt Russell says the N-word, yeah.
And I just saw a headline that says Samuel L. Jackson says Tarantino can use the N-word whenever he wants.
That's true.
But it appears Kurt Russell did say the N-word in The Hateful Eight.
Right. No, I think I remember that. It was in reference to Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah. It occurred within the context of the film's script, which Samuel L. Jackson described as authentic to the period. Man, they really... Once Tarantino got Sam Jackson on his side, he's able to say whatever he wants.
Man, after Jackie Brown, dude, it was all over.
That's crazy that both of Star-Lord's dads have used the N-word in film.
Yeah. That's Wild, yeah. And both of them were in this movie.
And there's also just no way
But no
that
black people were in this movie.
there's no way that Chris
Pratt?
Hasselhoff? Pratt. Hasselhoff's his wife. No, that's Schwarzenegger. His wife's
Nope.
Schwarzenegger.
Whoa! You can't say
There's
that. You're
no-
not Star-Lord's dad.
There's no way Chris Pratt also has not said the N word in at least one movie.
Or just in real life.
Well, I mean, yeah, but we're not talking about real life here. I also think both Kurt Russell and Russell T Davies. Nope. What's his name? Michael Rooker.
I knew it a second ago. I knew it, but then you said that, and
Michael Rooker is his name.
right.
There's no way that both of
And
them
I don't even know
also
her.
haven't used it in real life. You know what I mean? Especially Kurt Russell.
Yeah. I was gonna say especially Michael Rooker because he's friends with James Gunn.
I mean, they both have
Who
it
seems like
tattooed
he
on
says
their,
the
on their
N-word,
arm.
but you think?
Yeah, they got it done when they did Guardians 2.
Right next to their uh what was it? The James Gunn pedophilia tattoo.
Right.
Because James Gunn's a pedophile.
Right. We hate the James Gunn DCU. We
Right.
only stand for the DCEU
Bring back Zack Snyder. Restore the
Hashtag
Snyderverse.
restore
Can I
the
get a
Snyderverse.
hashtag? Yo, send this to someone who should restore the Snyderverse.
Man, send
Let
this
me get a
to
hashtag
the
restore the
Snyderverse.
Send this to Zack Snyder if you know him. So anyways, we were introduced to the Earps and their wives, and Wyatt Earp gets the Oriental, and I can call it that because that's what they call it. And this is a Pharaoh, I think is the name of the card game. A Pharaoh.
I mean, have you ever
Cinnabar.
had sex with a pharaoh?
No, but I have put the pussy in a sarcophagus.
She's claiming that I bruised her esophagus.
Right, that's true. Yeah. But
Sorry, I will let you continue.
Wyatt Earp is super cool. He
Yeah.
smacks the shit out of Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah,
Which I think this was Billy Bob Thornton. Someone in the Billy Bob Thornton was in
he's
this
in this movie. Yeah, he may have been the bartender.
Well, no, it wasn't the
No,
bartender.
or the guy at the gambler.
The table guy. Yeah, I think it was either him or the guy that Doc Holliday stabbed in the beginning.
Right. Yeah, no, it's his introduction is it does numbers for him as a character in terms of like cool factor. I don't think
Right.
I think that's the difference for me between Doc Holliday and Wyatt Earp in this movie.
Wyatt Herb.
Wyatt Earp and Spices
Right. Special
is
blend of.
Wyatt Earp never lives up to the coolness of his introduction, whereas Doc Holliday does.
I don't know, dude. I feel like his whole everything after his brother gets killed when he's going on his rampage.
But
I
we
feel like
never really
that lives up to
see
the.
any of it. It's kind of just a
I mean,
montage.
he executed Scott Lang.
Sure.
There was the one cool part in the river where he just goes no, and he's just shooting all of them.
Right.
That was pretty cool.
Right. It's cool, but
There was
this
some
intro
cool,
is also
nothing as cool.
really cool.
The thing is, yeah, the intro was his coolest part, whereas Doc Holliday just gets cooler.
He just gets cooler and
He's
more
just so
disgusting.
cool. He's just the coolest person in the world. He spins his guns in two different directions.
Yeah,
he's so drunk
that's
and
the
he's so
thing.
fucking cracked.
Yeah, and he's got the scene where he spins the cup.
Right, one of the best scenes in the movie. One of the best scenes ever
in any movie.
Yeah.
But
we'll get there.
We'll get there very, very soon.
Right, we're almost there. In fact,
it's now.
It's currently, yeah. I think first we had we get Billy Zane and the theater girl.
Yeah,
they put on a show.
they keep getting shot at. That's
That's
one of
it.
my
That's
favorite
it.
scenes
Yeah.
in the whole movie, I think.
Yeah. All the cowboys just keep shooting at the stage.
Well, it's just like everybody from the
Oh
town, because
well.
they're
Well,
all
this is
just
this especially after the sheriff guy goes, "Oh, we're the next San Francisco."
yeah. Well, it's like that's a great moment because it's also just like it really sets up Tombstone.
Right.
This is gonna sound pretentious, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. The town
Sure.
in this movie, not the people, the town specifically, almost feels like its own character. Sort of in
Okay.
the same
Somehow I knew
way
you were gonna say that, but I
in the
get
same way
it.
people talk about like how Gotham City is a character in Batman movies, and
Sure.
like the town of Tombstone very much feels like,
Well, certainly it has character. It is very
well, and it brings almost as much to the movie as any of the specific characters do, which is great for a movie named after a
sure.
town.
Yeah.
Like let's
Right. You'd hope so. I mean, it's got the iconic OK Corral, of which had a iconic gunfight.
right.
So
Wait, you're telling me
I'd
there
say
was
the
a
OK Corral is
gunfight?
kind of its own
You're
character.
telling me there's a gunfight at the OK Corral?
You're telling me a gun fought this OK Corral? Get fucking real.
But no, there
So
is like
then,
you've got the mayor, you've got all the townspeople, you've got all the cowboys, and I
yeah,
think I love that aspect of this. As much as I love Doc Holliday, and Doc Holliday carries this movie, but we'll get there.
true.
As much
We
as I
will.
love Doc Holliday, I think the town does a lot to really sell this movie as kind of more than just another Western. Because it's, and we'll get to the big thing once we get to the OK Corral fight. That's when I'll bring it up. But there's
Right.
another aspect I really think that helps sell that. But like, there's the mayor, and he's like, yeah, we're gonna be the next San
This will be the
Francisco.
next word. You're just as sophisticated as L.A. or San Francisco. And those two guys come out and
And
shoot each
yeah, they're just
other.
coming out of the bar and they're shooting each other and beating each other up. And then there's the
Awesome.
next scene where they're at the play and all the cowboys are just shooting at the people doing the play, and
Right.
including
And
Billy
Wyatt
Zane.
Earp is staring down the actress lady while his wife is right there because he's a man whore.
Right. And it's like that stuff to me is just great. And it does sell the town as like its
It does.
own.
No, it really does feel like, it feels like the Western town,
Right.
Arguably more so than the town of Redemption last week, which was just the most stereotypical Western town where
Yeah.
it's just run by this
This
feels,
is
like an
Valentine from Red
authentic,
Dead 2.
like, right, yeah.
But with more
True.
character, like the town's
With more Val
alive.
Kilmer,
That's the way to
yeah.
say it. Like the town here is alive. It's very
It is,
realistic.
yeah.
Um it's just, I don't know. I really enjoy that aspect of this movie a lot. This is my first viewing, I should mention too.
Right. This is my
A
fucking fifth
thousandth.
at least. Yeah, 1 million, 1 billionth viewing.
Every time I message you, you just send me back a gif of Val Kilmer from this
Right.
movie.
That's true. Every time you speak to me, I say something referencing this movie or just doing his accent as a vocal stem.
Yeah. Um but yeah, like from the after the play, I'm trying to think of what happens here.
It's the
This is when his wife,
uh
we see that Wyatt Earp's wife is addicted to opiates.
right. Yeah. Well, she's we kind of already knew that, but we
Well,
also
we knew
see
she
that
had them,
she's
but this is where we see she's really
she's
using.
well, yeah. Well, first we get there's like a bit of it's the tin cup scene, the spinning scene.
Oh,
They're
right,
in
right,
they
right,
go
right,
to
right.
the Oriental. Wyatt Earp, his brothers, and Doc Holliday. They're running
The
the Pharaoh
doc.
table. The doc. Um, and the Cowboys come in. We got Ike Clanton, aka Scott Lang.
We've got
We
white
got
Mexican.
White Mexican, aka Curly Bill, aka I don't know the actor's name, and we got Johnny Ringo, aka Kyle Reese, whatever that actor is.
Kurt Connor's dad.
Kurt Connors
No, Kurt
from
Connors is
Spider Man,
Spider-Man.
the lizard from Spider Man.
What's his
and
name?
they come. Ooh,
What's the Terminator's bad guy? By that I mean good guy.
John Connor.
There it is. Yeah, John Connor. John Connor's dad, who's also his best
Um,
friend from the future.
right.
It's a good
But
movie.
then
We should watch Terminator for the
we should do
podcast.
Terminator Sweep. Yeah.
Do the first three at least, yeah. And
Right.
Salvation.
That's yeah.
It's a good sweep. Anyway,
That's the classic one where Christian Bale had that freak out.
right? That's the one where his best friend became his
Oh,
dad.
it's fucking distracting. And he was not a good actor, but he was good. He was good in that freak out.
He's good in most things.
Yeah. Not so much that.
I feel like
He got all. I mean, he was okay.
I mean,
I barely remember that movie, but
I've seen it since I was a kid. Josh likes it, so it's probably
right.
suck.
It's probably bad. Yeah, that tells you anything. But anyways, Kurt Connors is the Cowboys show up and they start trying to intimidate Wyatt Earp and
We should
Johnny Ringo
mention
especially. He
for people who don't know, Wyatt Earp is like famous
yes, he's famous to us in real life, but also at this point he's famous
for just being
for
a
being
lawman.
some
Yeah,
law. He was formerly a lawman, then he retired after some classic something or other, and then now he's in Tombstone to do
he's a
some other
single drop of
legendary.
rain.
He's Chris Christopherson, he's Blade's dad. John Shaft, Richard Roundtree
Oh
played
yeah,
Blade's dad in Blade the series. I know that's unrelated, other than I just found that out kind of recently, but that fucking
I
nuts,
didn't know
dude.
that either.
That's
Yeah,
insane. Yeah, in Blade the series, Richard Roundtree cameoed as Blade's father,
not
to
not
Sticky
pissed
Fingers Blade.
Offerson.
Right. No, Piss Christopherson is
It's his adopted
his
father.
surrogate white father.
Right. Every
But
nope. Nope.
anyways, Johnny Ringo, he and Doc Holliday, they got this sort of unspoken rivalry because they're both said to be the fastest gunslingers in the West at the time. So Johnny Ringo, that's Kyle Reese. Kyle Reese, he's all cool and intimidating. He pulls out his gun. He goes, wah, 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 pew, 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 doing all his cool
a
spin.
great gun
It's
spin scene,
awesome,
man.
super cool. And then Doc Holliday just kind of chuckles at him, and he pulls out his little shot glass, which is I say glass, it's a tin cup
And
with
I
a little
said
tiny handle.
before that even
Right
happened,
before he did it, you were like, man, this little shot glass tin cup thing he's got is awesome.
and you were like, just wait, and then he
Like,
does.
man, it gets better.
It's move
It's
for move the exact same.
yeah, the exact thing he does, and it's so cool because it simmers everyone down. It flexes on him. He's fucking wasted, dude.
Well,
Like
he mogs this guy.
he does. He spin mogs him.
Drunk,
He quick draw
drunk
mogs him
mogged versus
gun maxing.
gun maxing.
Yeah. And that's what happens, yeah.
And it's great. It's really cool. Doc Holliday gets cooler and cooler every. It's a perfect character study in character building to make your character both
Yeah.
more likable and cool as the movie goes on, and then a great
Right.
example in
And
how to
also
ruin
getting
that.
grosser.
Right, and a great example of how to ruin that in the fact that he slept with his 15-year-old cousin
Right.
at the very end of the
Well,
movie.
no.
But we'll get there.
We never know he slept with her. We just know he was
Okay,
in love
dude.
with her.
Yeah,
We don't know
whatever.
anything happened, okay?
Why would Doc Holliday be in love with a woman he didn't sleep with?
Look, we just know they had somewhat of an affair, and then she got sent off to
Right,
a
and
convent.
a what?
in a fair, you can have an affair without sex.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
let's be.
Doc Holliday
He might.
can't.
Yeah, all right. I digress.
We'll get there.
Anyways, I think shortly after this we get Curly Bill, the white Mexican.
The whites again.
He's drunk and he goes out in the street. We never did find a better term than that. It's just
No, I
but
kept trying to combine Mexican and
it
Caucasian.
just doesn't work. Yeah, it's just well cuz it just any either it's cock and it just sounds like
True.
cock, or it's Asian and it's just you just think Asian. It just doesn't work, you know. But anyways, he goes out into the street and he's drunk and he's shooting off his gun, and you know, he makes me
What
remember
about
that
white
this is why I
Hispanic?
can't. That's okay. It's not great, but it's okay.
It's better than
Anyways,
whitezican.
he shoots. I don't know. I like Whitezican.
Okay, yeah. I mean, if you like it, go for it.
I think that's. I mean, I don't love it, but anyways, he shoots Santa Claus,
Right?
aka the town marshal.
Shoots him in the chest, and you
Shoots
see
well
little like fleshy
it's
bits come
super
out.
cool. He pulls his guns out and he spins them to be like handle first, and then he spins one back and like shoots him like upside down with his pinky, and
Well, that's the thing. I don't
friggin'
think he
sweet.
shot him on purpose. Like it didn't
See,
seem
I
intentional.
think he
Oh,
did.
okay. Yeah. Well, they
I
definitely
think
leave
I
it
think
like it's definitely
well,
up to
he was
interpretation.
doing. I think like he does a little bit afterwards, which seemed like a bit where he's like, "What, Fred? What's wrong with you, Fred? What happened to you?"
See, I just took that as him drunk
Yeah,
acting.
I took it as him being drunk, but also playing it up and like you know.
Hmm. I do
But
genuinely think it could be either.
it could be either. I don't know for sure either way. But anyways, afterwards, Wyatt Earp comes out and he detains him, and then his cowboy gang swarm, and they're like, "Let him go! You can't arrest a cowboy." And then the other Earp brothers show up. Doc Holliday comes out, does the sickest gun spin of all time,
One's forward,
where
one's
he's
back.
it's so cool. But because first he's you know we had the little piano scene where he interacted with Sandman
Hmm.
from
So many
Spider-Man.
connections in this movie.
So many,
So
yeah.
many
What's
people are
that guy?
in
I
this
can't
movie.
remember
It's
that
similar to
actor's
last week where it's just
name.
like, man,
Do you remember that actor's name? Because I can't
Thomas
say
Hayden
him.
Church,
Thomas Hayden Christensen. Yes.
right?
Um, he plays Billy Clanton, I think. Ike Clanton's brother.
Not to
That's
be
Scott
confused
Lang's
with Billy the
character.
Kid,
Not to be confused with Billy Bob Thornton, who's also in this
right?
movie.
Not to be
Not
confused
to
with
be
my
confused
friend
with
from elementary school, Billy Villarreal.
not to be confused with Thornton's, the gas station. I don't know
Not
if
to be
y'all got
confused
Thornton's
with
up
the
there,
thorn in
but
my side, which is you.
not to be confused with a ton of bricks.
Not to be confused with we built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Built this city. We
Not to be
built
confused with
this
a
city on
rocking
rock and
roll, which is a
roll.
what I call a roll when it's playing like a sweet guitar riff.
Not to
Sort
be
of.
confused with not to be confused with Rocky Road ice cream, which is like
Mm.
chocolate chip and cookie dough and a bunch of stuff.
Not to be confused with the sloth from the Goonies, who says that. He says Rocky Road.
Not to be confused with Lord Love Talk.
Right. Not to be confused with Hey you guys.
Not to be confused with that that guy from of Mice and Men.
Not to be confused with just look at the rabbits. Look at the rabbits. Look at the rabbits, Dalton.
Not to be
We're ending this
confused.
pod. Just look at the
Not to be
rabbits.
confused with me shooting you in the back of the head.
Not to be confused with Thomas Hayden Churchinson talking shit to Doc Holliday. and and he says one of the best lines in this movie leading up to it. He goes, what is he goes, you're so drunk you're probably seeing double. And Val Kilmer goes, yeah, I got one pistol for each of you. And that's when he does the little
It's a
little one
good one,
forward, one
man.
backward spin. It's so
Yeah,
cool.
I got one pistol
Then
for each of you. His voice
this
in
is
this
when we
is
get
so distinct.
it's yeah. It's so cool.
It's not
But
though, but it is. Like I understand
like
what
it
you're
is,
coming from, but it's not cool.
it's cool because the character who did this voice is
Mm.
cool, you know.
It sounds like the
But
the Jewish Family Guy character.
right,
What's his
kind of,
name?
I guess.
The redheaded Jewish one.
I oh Mort,
Yeah, he sounds like Mort with a southern accent.
right, and also deeper Herbert the
Well,
pervert.
yeah, there's that too. Yeah,
Also, you said what was it, Benjamin
yeah. It's
Button?
the accent is
A
Benjamin
bit of
Button
that,
through
yeah.
and through, and with a little bit of Benoit Blanc.
Right, that was the other one, yeah. But anyways, this is the point where we get uh the two non-Wyatt Earp brothers. They become marshals or sheriffs or fucking whatever. And they outlaw guns in Tombstone. Just like in the streets or whatever, or like in the what I don't know the extent of the outlaw, but guns are outlawed. And then Wyatt Earp is mad because his brothers got involved and they were
What are
supposed to
they?
just get money.
Liberals
Right. Like, what do you care about what's going on with you, you fucking
trying
libtard?
trying to
Fucking
trying to outlaw
yeah. Why don't
guns?
you why don't you just extort the system and just fucking and just make money off this town that's everyone's killing each other?
like
What are you,
like your
fucking
brother Wyatt
losers?
Earp wants to do.
And then they kind of give Wyatt shit about that when he's giving them shit, and then
When he just
I don't
wants
know if
to
he
be
I don't
done. Like I completely understand Wyatt Earp's
right.
perspective. He's like, I've done my time, I've helped people. I just want to make a little money and be happy. Like I don't want to be constantly worried about crime and whatever.
But then the Cowboys do something leading up to the OK Corral shootout. I don't remember what it
Yeah,
is.
they
They kill someone.
right. Well,
It wasn't just the marshal, it was someone else. There was something more. I don't remember what it was. It was
I
something
think a big
happens where
part of it
they're
was they
like
were just
real
trying to
fired up.
intimidate the town. Like they just kept kind of riding around with guns out.
Maybe
Just
that's what it is. Yeah, but I remember because they specifically they go to the OK Corral because Sam
oh,
Elliott is
this
like, oh,
is when
they got guns at they
it's
got guns, they're carrying guns, that's
Doc
illegal in the town.
Doc is gambling with one of the cowboys, and he's
Yes,
presumably cheating, but or he's just real lucky he
but
keeps
he's
winning.
not getting caught, so
He
so
keeps
it's not
winning,
cheating if you don't get caught,
and
you know.
there's a
It's
big fight between the Earp boys. What does he
right
call them at
there.
the end of this?
There's
Earps
Earps.
highwaymen or
Oh, what? It was something. Oh, the pimps. He calls them
no,
pimps a
well, no.
bunch, but it wasn't.
Doc Holliday says it at the end of the movie. It's like last ride for Wyatt Earp and his
Oh, what was it? His like protect or his Avengers or something.
something like that. Yeah.
It was something.
Um,
Yeah,
but yeah, and that's kind of their
but
mentality.
yeah.
It's like it's you mess
Scott
with
Lang
one of us, you mess with
keeps
all
calling
of
them
us.
them pimps, and because he's getting mad,
Right.
and then yeah, then they're all hanging out at the OK Corral. Doc Holliday, he's super drunk at the point, when he got into the fight, and this is when he, he goes, why nonsense? I have not yet begun to defile myself.
Right.
Then he like passes out or something after Sam Elliott
Yeah.
pistol whips one of the other
When they
cowboys.
arrest
Then
that guy,
yeah, then we get a bit of him like in bed with the doctor. Doctor's
Dr.
telling him
David
like
Letterman.
60. Dr. David Letterman tells him that 60% of his lungs have deteriorated. Then he says his wife might be the Antichrist, which facts, bro.
That's
We
real.
all been there.
That's real,
um,
man.
then yeah, I think it's when he comes out in the morning, he's like all sweaty and gross. Sam Elliott is like, "Hey boys, they're down at the OK Corral. We gotta go get them for having guns and trying to intimidate us." And then this is the iconic OK Corral shootout where they shoot a bunch of them. Two of the Earp brothers get shot, but not in any major
One of
way.
them loses their arm.
One gets shot in the arm, but it's not severe. The other
They don't even
one,
show. They just reveal in
or
the
maybe
end
it would. I
credits.
don't. Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if Bill Paxton got shot at this point. If it did, it wasn't anything
Well,
major.
and
It's just later he gets shot and
here's what I want to
killed.
say about the OK Corral shootout. I know we got a lot left, so I don't want to don't want to
Right,
step
right.
on the rest of the plot
We'll
breakdown.
get there.
But
Yeah.
this is what, and this is kind of late in the movie to be sold. I was sold on the movie early on, but I mentioned this while we were watching it, and it's such a great part of this movie.
I mean, as soon as they started aura farming, walking up to it,
Right.
dude, it was over. You know, like
But the
fuck.
shootouts, the way that the West and specifically the lawmen of the West are handled is so great
Right,
in this
right.
movie. Especially like, and this is coming off of last week with The Quick and the Dead, right? Like where it's just everybody shooting everybody at every second. How kind of low key and subdued they were.
They really they really make the shootout stand out because of this. Like the
And the shootout at
anytime there's
the
a
OK
shootout,
Corral is
even just a,
very much nothing.
right, it's nothing. Yeah, I mean even I mean that's real life. Like the OK Corral shootout in real life, it lasted like fucking 10 seconds, and it was like three people got shot. Like for that to be one of the most iconic shootouts of all time, like
That
the
happens
fuck
in
was happening?
Chicago every day.
Like yeah, Wild West shit ain't bullshit. I'm from fucking Chirac. The fuck you think this is?
But they sell it in this movie
Yeah, because
cuz
it seems
Wyatt Earp.
Because Doc Holliday has a shotgun and he's got his coat over, but it's not all the way on him. It's just over his shoulders, and then he shrugs it off and then pulls out the shotgun and starts shooting them.
Well, not
It's
only
so
that, but
freaking
Wyatt
cool.
Earp
No,
is talking
it's all that.
earlier. Wyatt Earp is talking earlier, and he's like, "Man, I've killed one guy, and I'll
Right?
never be
Yeah.
able to I'll never be able to
He's like, yeah,
not."
you don't want this lawman shit ain't no joke. I shot someone and it fucking stuck with me.
And
And then
it's
I think
that like
Bill Paxton shoots someone in this scene too, and I think he calls back to that. Like he's talking to Wyatt. He's like, yeah, that sucks shooting someone. That wasn't cool, man.
but it does like they really and it doesn't make the rest of the movie boring because that sounds like that's what it would
Right.
do is it would just kind of like they're gonna focus on the OK Corral and the rest of the movie is just gonna be
But
build
they
up or
don't really. Like,
payoff,
I
but
mean,
they
it's just
don't.
it's I mean it's as not to say insignificant, but fleeting as the actual shootout. You know, it kind of happened and it was significant. It was
I mean, I would
cool. It
say
was
probably maybe a minute of this movie. If the real one lasted
right.
10 seconds, this
Yeah.
one lasted a minute. And I would say probably 3, 4 people got shot. Like it's
Hmm.
very, I said this once again while we were watching. It's like, this feels probably the most like what the actual West felt like during this
Right,
time.
for
It's
sure,
not
yeah.
last week. It's not The Quick and the Dead where it's the
It's not every
most.
second being a cartoonish spaghetti western to high noon shootout
Right.
where Keith David gets a hole in his head.
It's not this
It's
hyper
not that.
stylized version of what the West was. It's a lot more realistic. I
Although it
do
would have been
think,
if Sam Raimi directed
right,
it.
I was going to say I do think the
Maybe.
movie suffered a bit from that.
Maybe. I don't know.
Cuz I really like I love that, but I'll get to that at my ranking at the end of this,
We'll get there, yeah.
um but yeah, and then we move on from the OK Corral, and then the rest of the movie is just revenge plot. Like that's the
It's yeah. Bill Paxton gets shot as revenge for the OK Corral, and then Wyatt Earp
he goes
goes a
sicko
hunting.
mode.
He goes sicko mode. He just starts killing cowboys. He almost starts a third civil war. Nope, second civil war. It's only been one. Um
Well,
And
now you just dated this episode.
right. But yeah, he goes sicko mode. He says if I he rides through a fucking window on his horse
Yeah,
and
it's
executes
awesome.
people. He stands in the middle of the creek and says no as they're trying to shoot him. He goes, no, no, no. And he's just shooting them and
And
killing
throughout
them
this
dead.
kind of, I guess I don't want to call it a montage. It's a
It's a
series
bit of
of
a montage though.
scenes.
It's a bit of a I'd say everything after the train station scene where he
Right.
kills Ike Clanton is that was a montage, I think, because
Um.
it goes to the like the classic western shot of them riding in front of the big sun, and then
Oh
there's a
yeah, it's
bunch of other
awesome.
shots. It's so cool.
After
And
that, Doc Holliday gets progressively sicker
yeah,
every scene we
he
see him
gets
in,
sick mode.
and more disgust. Yeah, Wyatt Earp goes sicko mode. Doc Holliday goes sick mode.
Right. Then yeah, eventually they end up like at some ranch that they're riding up to, and Doc Holliday just passes out on his horse coughing up blood. Then while they're at this ranch, one of the cowboys, they they ride up and they challenge Wyatt Earp, or I think it was specifically Johnny Ringo was challenging him for killing whoever, Curly Bill, maybe if he died already. I don't
I
know.
think so. I think you're right.
But it's yeah, he's challenging him, and then we get the scene. Doc Holliday's in bed. He's super sick, and he's talking to Wyatt, and Wyatt's like realizing that he's not fast enough to kill this guy. Like he's like, I'm not fast enough to beat him, am I? And then Doc Holliday pulls a little sneaky on him. He says, "Man, it sure would be nice to have one of those badges, one of those U.S. Marshal Sheriff's badges that you have.
Yeah, I
Wouldn't it
think
be
he
cool
says
if I had your Sheriff
he
Marshal's
says
badge?
verbatim. He's like, "What's it
It's like
feel?
what would it
What's
be
it
like
feel
to wear?
like to
What's it
wear one
feel
of
like to
them
wear one of
badges?"
those?" And then he gives it to him. Then we cut to the scene where it's Johnny Ringo waiting, and we see someone wearing the gray Wyatt Earp coat. He's coming out of the dark. Who is it? Is it Kurt Russell? Nope. It's Huckleberry Finn. It's Doc Holliday, and he's smoking a cigarette, and he's so cool. And he goes, "I'm your Huckleberry." And then
He does say that.
we
It's
get
awesome.
that's the classic. Yeah, then we get a bit of a callback to the scene that we didn't mention, which was the second part of
The second tower?
this. They hit the second one. Yeah, they hit the fucking Pentagon, dude.
Man,
um
never forget.
but there was the scene earlier where Johnny Ringo was drunk and he was like talking shit to Doc Holliday. He's like, "What? None of y'all got the guts to play for blood?" Doc Holliday goes, "That's just my game." Because then in this part he goes, "I beg to differ. We started a game we have yet to finish." And he goes, "I was just playing." And then Doc Holliday he says to him. So he says to him after he says that, he goes, "I wasn't." And then they fight. It's real quick and over. Doc Hollidays him right in the face. Johnny Ringo stumbles a little bit. He stumbles around. Doc Holliday makes fun of him as he's stumbling to his death. He goes, "Why, you're no Daisy. You're no Daisy at all." And then Wyatt Earp, Kurt Russell shows up, and he goes, "Yeah, Tombstone."
That's what he says. He says that verbatim.
It's crazy, yeah. But
Yeah, and then that's the
that's about
movie.
it.
Yeah,
I
we
think,
cut
yeah.
forward like 5-6 years. At
Right.
least in real
Presumably,
life,
at
we
least
don't
going
know in
off
the
real life's
context of this movie. Yeah,
Doc Holliday
but this movie
lifespan.
does seem to put enough emphasis on trying to stick to the story that I think that's
Sure.
probably real. They probably do jump forward. There's no marker. It doesn't
I think
matter.
I think the only, from what I know, the only timeline differential thing that would make it so that couldn't, I think he married the actress chick like right after his wife died, which was like right around the time that the
Right.
like before Doc Holliday died, which
Which
that's a thing in this end
that
scene
feels
that
like a better deviation for this movie than deviating the time. Actually, no. You know what? I think
I mean none of it really matters. It's
for the story that this movie is telling, him dying pretty quickly after the shootout and revenge plot feels better. But it doesn't matter anyway. Doc Holliday dies and he had sex with his 15-year-old cousin. That's all that really matters.
that's true. Yep.
Just like
And
my
then
friend Josh.
that's also true. Yeah. But then he says his last words, which are apparently same as his real life last words. He goes, "I'll be damned." That is kind of funny, or something like that. And then he dies. Then Kurt Russell marries the actress, and what do you know? She's rich. So now he's well off, and then
He's abundantly wealthy.
he lives into the fucking 1920s.
1920s.
And
A
then
bunch of Western actors from the era were at his
at his
funeral.
funeral, Tom Mix
Pallbearers.
cried. Um,
If
and
that's true, I don't.
Sam Elliott became a sheriff despite his arm not working. And that's Tombstone.
Did
That's the
Sam
movie.
Elliott ever play Wyatt Earp? Surely he must have.
Probably
In like a made for TV
like a
movie.
TV movie. Yeah, I mean,
Had to.
if Val Kilmer also played Wyatt Earp in a fucking Tubi type movie, then surely Sam Elliott did. Surely Bill Paxton did as well.
It's hard because
That's the Bill Paxton effect, I think.
when you Google Sam Elliott Wyatt Earp,
It
it's
just comes
just
up
Tombstone.
Tombstone. Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, man, it's this is I mean, this is a remake, and we should mention that. I think a lot of hate gets given
True.
to remakes in the modern era.
Ugh.
Just, oh man, every movie's a remake and every movie's a blah 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 blah. Not only is this a remake, but this is a remake of an adapted story. Yes, it's adapted from real life.
Right.
I don't care. Whatever. This is a
Still,
remake of
yeah.
an adapted story. There's no original story here, and this is one of the coolest movies I've ever seen in my life.
True.
The thing is, this is a remake of a very old movie. 1957 is when the original Shootout at the OK
And
Corral came out. And it just
that's when the shootout at the OK Corral happened,
right,
1957.
1957.
I was there, dude. It fucking sucked. I had to walk through the blood and the bones looking for my brother.
This this is a
Turns
great
out he was in New
testament
York at the time.
to what a great remake can be. When
True.
it's not just a cash grab to make another version of a movie to make more money. You know, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Movies can be good.
Dude, fact. Yo.
Like
So true, dude.
movies
Like,
can make
holy
you
shit.
feel things, man.
That's the movie effect right there.
I don't know that I felt much, but I felt
That's
something.
I felt fucking
Violent.
arousal anytime Val Kilmer was on the
Man, Val
screen.
Kilmer's so good in this movie. Um
Yes, man.
we
Fuck
might
the
next
shit out
week
of Val Kilmer.
we might watch Django. We might
Right?
watch
We might
one of
watch
the
True Grit.
we
That
might
was
watch one of the Tubi Doc Holliday movies. I don't know,
I don't know about that,
but
but
we might.
we might.
Here's what I'll say.
True
Comparing this
Grit
to
would be a
last
good
week,
one to tie back into our brief remake discussion, because that's a remake
right?
of
True.
another classic western. That again, I think. I mean, I've seen both True Grits. I haven't seen the original Shootout at the OK Corral.
It's pretty good.
But
I feel like you'd like it. Just
I mean, probably I like the original True Grit. It's got
yeah.
John
The
Wayne. It's got
original True Grit is
Glenn
better
Campbell.
than Gunfight at the OK Corral, I will say.
Okay.
But the original True Grit's great. I've seen both those.
Well, and I'll say I like this more than the True Grit remake. So maybe there's something there.
I haven't seen the True Grit remake. I really like the original True Grit. My
I do. I
grandfather
mean,
was real. I should say the part of this sweep is kind of sentimental to me. My grandfather was really into westerns.
everyone's grandfather was really into
Right.
westerns, dude.
Well, and
What do you think you're fucking special?
well, no. I say that like I saw a lot of them with him, and I never
Right, I get it.
appreciated.
It's a nostalgic genre.
Well, it's not even that.
Yeah.
I never really appreciated western as a genre, just because it
Sure.
was like that's my
But
granddad's
now that
thing.
you've seen Tombstone, you realize, wow, these movies can be fucking good.
Well, and then
instead of-
he died, and it was like, well, I'm not gonna watch these movies without him, you know.
Right,
And
right.
then rewatching this and Quick and the Dead. Here's what I will say though. Quick and the Dead, I think the advantage Quick and the Dead has over Tombstone
That
is
Sam Raimi
it's
directed
the Sam
it.
Raimi effect, but it's not just
That's
that.
the fucking Sam Raimi. It is just that, though.
Well, it is. A
That's-
lot of it's that. But it's
It's
that sort of
mostly that.
super director driven, very
the
artistic.
heavily stylized.
Yeah, but it's not just that. Like, this movie could have been made by anyone.
Sure.
There's nothing in this movie that's like, oh, yeah, that's the Steven Gutenberg or whatever the director of this movie's name was.
John P. Goddard.
Right. There's no, oh, that's the
Wasn't that.
Godard effect.
That's-
You know what I mean? Like, I didn't watch. I could watch Quick and the Dead, not know who directed it, and be like, that's the Sam Raimi effect.
as soon as you get to the Kurt Russell Crowe catching the cup scene, you'd be like, oh, that's the Sam Raimi effect.
Right. There's nothing like that in this.
Right. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I haven't seen any of John T. Goddard's other movies.
But it's not just that.
I wonder
Like,
how close to that guy's name this is. Let me.
I know
see
it
who
started with a
directed-
G, I think. But
It was George something, I think.
I do love this. This is great. This movie is very good.
It's awesome. It's
I
great.
don't know that I like it as much as Quick and the Dead.
George P. Cosmatos
Oh,
and
okay.
Kevin Jarre. I knew there was a middle initial at least.
Right, yeah.
I got that. I
And
think
you
I
got
even
a
got the
G.
same
What,
one.
didn't you say George?
I said John, I think.
Oh,
but,
same
but
letter.
Close enough. John could be spelled with a G if you tried.
Geon.
Yeah,
John. And that's how they spelled it. That's his name.
that's the Jean Gaultier effect.
I don't think I like this movie as much as Quick and the Dead. I'm gonna say you disagree, just knowing your history with this movie.
It's tough. It's this. I like them both for different reasons.
Do
you
I
know?
like Doc Holliday in this movie better than any character in Quick and the Dead? Probably. I don't know. I really liked.
See, that's my
I
thing.
really liked
I think
Kurt
Doc.
Russell
I think Russell Crowe.
Russell
yeah.
Crowe in Quick
But
and
also
the Dead.
Kurt Russell and Doc Holliday doing the mule share of the work, but both of them obviously carry
I'm
this
more
movie
than the
and
mule
carry
share. Like
carry my enjoyment of this movie.
we never even talked
whereas
about Kurt Russell's
Sam
horse
Raimi
trying to get laid.
and I think we mentioned it very briefly.
Surely we must
as
have.
as briefly as needed. But with Quick and the Dead, Sam Raimi and admittedly also Sharon Stone do the mule's share of the me enjoying it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing about
So
Sam
it's,
Raimi
it's-
too, and I think that's kind of to my point earlier.
I mean, that's the Sam
I
Raimi
kind of talk
effect,
about
you
this
know?
just in terms of just the Spider-Man movies in general. I think, and I feel the same way about the Tim Burton Batman movies. Those are not the they're not the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. They're not the what's his name? Who was Batman? Who was the first? Who was the first?
Michael Crichton.
Michael Keaton. They're not the Michael Keaton Batman movies. They're the
That's
Tim
the Michael
Burton.
Crichton
They're the
effect.
Tim Burton Batman movies. They're the Sam Raimi Batman
Sure.
movies. Like, those are the director's movies. This is Val Kilmer's Western.
True.
It's not
Yeah.
Sharon. Quick and the Dead's not Sharon Stone's Western.
Right.
It's Sam Raimi's
Well,
Western. She's
yeah,
in it,
yeah.
but it's not hers. She doesn't own that. You know?
I'd say she owns a pretty decent share of it. You know,
Nah.
she owns a pretty big percentage of
I
that
don't.
movie.
I
I'd say.
disagree.
I'd say she owns more percentage of that movie than Clint Eastwood does of the Sergio Leone Dollars trilogy.
Well, we're not talking about that, but I could.
But that's most people attribute the Dollars trilogy to Clint Eastwood, whereas I'd say the brunt of the
It's been a long
what
time
makes
since
them
I've seen
good
those, but you're
is
probably right.
Sergio Leone.
You're probably
I
right.
think I think Sergio Leone carries that, whereas Clint Eastwood is just a memorable name, so that he's,
Right.
you know.
And did more after.
Well, yeah, that's what made him a memorable name.
Right. But yeah, I think that's not that that's a problem
I mean,
with
that's
this
the
movie.
Sergio Leone effect.
That's not an issue with this movie specifically. It's more just a strength of The Quick and the Dead that I think puts it a not. I'm gonna rate all
Right.
of these.
I mean, that's the George P. Cosmatos effect.
Other than Django, which we'll watch as part of this sweep, I've seen
Right, we'll get
all.
there.
I haven't seen any of these movies before, and so I'm gonna kind of rate them as we go. But I do think right now it's Quick and the Dead, Tombstone, but it's neck and neck. Because man, these movies are great.
Yeah, they're bar for me. It's just it's the Quick and the Dead, cool main character too, but mostly just cool director style sauce. Whereas this one, it's got a bit of that, but God, fucking.
Well, it doesn't
Two
really have
main
any of that, but
fucking-
everything else makes up
It's
for
got
it.
it's got a little. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's got nothing. It's got some nice visuals.
Man,
it's
that
pretty to
scene
look
of them
at.
riding over the sunset, yeah,
It's
or the
pretty to
sunrise,
look
yeah,
at, dude.
it is a
got
pretty
some
movie,
sauce.
yeah, but
It's
there's
got,
no,
it's no Sam Raimi
well,
sauce.
no, but no
what
one else has
is.
Sam Raimi sauce, yeah.
Like it's something. It's got a little riz. It's got Naughty by Nature invented the word riz.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
You have any final words before we head out of here?
Send this to someone who has not yet begun to defile themselves.
Send this to someone who has defiled themselves.
Send this to Sharon Stone, if you know her. Send her my phone number, too. It's 727-619-36904.
Send this to not Sharon Stone.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Send this to Sharon Osbourne.
Send this to Ozzy Osbourne.
I don't think he's going to get that message.
Send this to Chuck Norris.
Send this to Osmosis Jones.
What's the song that what's his name?
Send this to Lil Nas X.
No, what's the song that what's his name did for Osmosis Jones? Kid Rock.
I don't. Yeah, send this to Kid Rock.
Kid Rock. He did that. And there's the line where he says, "I like those little girls. See, some say it's statutory. I say it's mandatory."
I call it mandatory.
Yeah.
God, yeah. Send this to someone who listens to Kid Rock.
Unironically, yeah.
Right, or ironically, it doesn't make it much better.
Nobody's listening to Kid Rock, ironically. At least I hope not. That's it. We'll see you next week. We're watching another
Thanks
Western.
for watching Django, True Grit, Doc Holliday Tubi movie. Find out next week on the Semi Pro Flom Schlom.